This story is narrated by Albert N. Wilmarth, an American folklorist and literature professor at Miskatonic University in Arkham, Massachusetts. When local newspapers report strange things seen floating in rivers during a historic flood in Vermont, Wilmarth becomes embroiled in a controversy regarding the reality and significance of the sightings. Wilmarth disputes the veracity of the information and is skeptical of the rumors. He tries to prove that the stories come from old local legends about some kind of flying creatures that supposedly inhabit the mountains of New England and kidnap people who dare to approach their territory. The newspapers print Wilmarth historical and mythological sketches about the winged creatures. Shortly thereafter, Albert receives a letter from one Henry Wentworth Kelly, a solitary scholar living on a farm near Townsend at the foot of Dark Mountain. Kelly reports that he has irrefutable evidence to convince Wilmarth of the error of his skeptical conclusions. Legends of the Penswauk Indians say that the winged ones came from the stars, and the Kelly states that this is true. They're able to fly in interstellar space and mine rare minerals in the mountains of Vermont. In the Himalayas, they are known as Migos. They were pinkish things, about 5 feet long, with crustaceous bodies, bearing vast pairs of dorsal fins, or membranous wings, and several sets of articulated limbs, and with a sort of convoluted ellipsoid, covered with multitudes of very short antennae, where a head would ordinarily be. Migo have secret settlements in other parts of the planet, hiding among humans and secretly studying us. The Migo could conquer the Earth, but they don't need to. However, they zealously protect their secrets, even using human agents to gather information. A lively correspondence develops between Kelly and Wilmarth. Kelly mails Albert photographs of the winged man's footprints and the phonograph recording of their conversations during a ritual in the woods. The Migos' voices sounded buzzing and disgusting. Among the letters they exchanged, one includes an account of the extraterrestrial race chanting with human agents in worship of several beings, including Cthulhu and Nyarlathotep, the latter of whom shall put on the semblance of man oxen mask, and the robe that hides. It all looks so terrifyingly plausible that Wilmarth begins, little by little, to believe Kelly. Soon, Kelly discovers that the Winged Ones have taken a serious interest in him. They're watching his house, and their agents have begun to intercept the letters he has sent Wilmarth. Kelly sends Wilmarth an alien-looking black stone, but the Migo agents steal the package from the train to hide physical evidence of the alien's existence. Kelly was specially pestered by Walter Brown, the farmer living next door, also a recruited Migo agent. Several times Kelly's house was fired on at night, killing his dogs and cutting electricity. One night, he barely fights off a group of assailants, after which Brown, who has probably shot by Kelly, disappears. Kelly then writes that his dog has mauled one of the winged men and dragged his corpse to the house. Kelly takes a picture of the creature, but when he started to develop the picture, there was no sign of the Migo. The Migo's body, on the other hand, has evaporated in a couple of hours. Wilmarth advises Kelly to flee the house and go to his son in San Diego. Later on, Kelly reports that the Migo have made contact with him and will not let him leave. Now they want to take Kelly back to their planet, but not the whole of him, just his mind. Suddenly, the nature of Kelly's messages changes dramatically. Worried and dismayed earlier, he now writes that he has gotten to know the Winged Ones better and has discovered that they are more than a peaceful race. Moreover, they have taught him wonders beyond imagination. He urges Wilmarth to come to his home, taking him with all the letters and photographs he had previously sent. Wilmarth reluctantly agrees. He finds it frighteningly strange that such a dramatic change has suddenly occurred to Kelly. In the town of Brattleboro, at the train station, Wilmarth is met by a certain Noyes, who calls himself a friend of Kelly and informs him that he could not come because of an illness. Noyes takes Wilmarth in his car to Kelly's farm, where Albert finds the owner of the house in a very emaciated state, sitting motionless in an armchair. Kelly complains of asthma and struggles to tell him that he has had time to learn many of the secrets of the Migo, far ahead of humanity in development. The Migo bodies are composed of forms alien to human space, and their electrons vibrate differently, making it impossible to photograph them with an ordinary camera. The Migo are able to travel between planets in space without the help of aircraft. On their powerful wings, developing speeds above the speed of light, although there are wingless subspecies among them. The Migo come to Earth from the planet Yugoth, which is in the solar system, somewhere beyond Neptune, perhaps Pluto. There they live in cities where buildings have no windows, because Migo have different senses and don't need light. But Yugoth is only an outpost of the winged ones, and they inhabit many planets. The Migo communicate with each other telepathically, but they also have vocal organs that after special surgery can duplicate the speech of any organism. Kelly also reports that the winged ones can surgically remove a human brain, as well as the brain of any other sentient being, and place it in a special cylinder where it can be kept alive indefinitely while its body is stored elsewhere. Special electrodes are connected to the cylinder, which are connected to apparatuses that duplicate hearing, vision, and speech. This is done so that the winged ones can take people's minds on their space travels, in which the human body wouldn't survive. Kelly admits to having consented to such travel and points to a metal cylinder with his name on it on a shelf next to other cylinders. Wilmarth even manages to communicate with the brain of a certain man already imprisoned in one of the cylinders, numbered B67. Finally, Wilmarth goes to bed, and at night he hears a disturbing conversation between Noise and a group of winged ones who discuss a plan with their leader. Afterwards, they disperse, and Wilmarth tries to track down a Kelly to talk to him. But suddenly makes a terrible discovery, after which he flees the Wentworth farm and leaves in Noye's car for Townsend, where he immediately goes to the police. The next day, police arrives at the Kelly's farm, but the house is found to be empty, and both the Kelly and Noise have disappeared without a trace, as has any evidence of an extraterrestrial presence. At the end of the story, Wilmarth recalls that day he discovered an elaborately made replica of a Kelly's hand and a face mask laying on a chair. Then Wilmarth realized that it was not a Kelly who had been talking to him the whole time, but one of the winged men who had artfully